think I'm gonna go live on my phone too.
We are live. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We are live, y'all. We are so live. And
Yes.
good afternoon. Good afternoon. This has been, we haven't done this in a minute. You
No,
and I
not
have not been up here together in a minute. So I'm so very excited that we are up here together right now.
yet.
Happy Friday, everybody. Come on in the room. Come and have a
Yes.
seat with us. Pull up, as Joan likes to say, pull on up a chair and join us for this. It's not author spotlight today, it's CEO chat today. So join us for the CEO chat. So my name is Angela M. Mitchell, and I am the director of marketing here at Victoria's You Press. And I am here joined with the lady, honey, the lady of the hour, the CEO of Victoria's You Press, my girl, Miss Joan T. Randall. And we're going to kick it today.
Yes, we gonna kick it, my Angie. We gonna kick it, my Angie.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it today. So listen, share the broadcast, tell your friend to bring a friend, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. We have so many amazing and exciting things going on
Yeah,
behind the scenes, don't we? Man.
we do. We do.
Wow. Since sheesh, over the past few months, so many
Yep.
different things have come to pass. And so, we got to get into this. I'm excited that we're going to be able to share this stuff with you guys because y'all, we got some good stuff.
Good stuff.
We got some good stuff going on. I'm gonna let you talk for a minute while I'm running my mouth, but we got some good stuff.
Yes. Well, I'm excited to be here with you, Angie. As you said in the opening, we have not done a me and you in a
No.
long time. So I'm excited to be here with my director of marketing and social media. Hey, what's up? I got to go see who is on a break.
That's why I came to get my phone so I can see because
Yeah, I
we
got to
can't
get
see
my
the
phone
comments.
too so I can say shout out to those that are joining. I'm glad you're joining. Oh, so many
Yes.
exciting things that's going on.
It's
Um,
it's Miss Patricia Mims. Hello, Miss Patricia.
Patricia. Hey.
Lori Sullivan is watching with us. Hello,
Yay,
lady.
Lori. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm Joan T. Randall. If you're watching for the first time or somebody invited you, I'm the founder of Victoria's You Press and the creator of Books to Business and Beyond, where we help people take the guesswork out of writing, the fear out of publishing, and inspire them to use the power of the pen to deliver their message to the marketplace so that they can create multiple streams of income and build legacies. Hey, Britanna Oxidine Elder, nice to see you. So I'm excited. There's so many things that's happening behind the scene, and we wanted to share it with you. And I think the reason why
Mhm.
I wanted to share it, Angie, is because I want people to understand that when God gives you an idea, like the power of an idea not deferred is incredible. And I
Mhm.
say it that way, power of an idea, not deferred, right? Because when you
Mhm.
defer something, it means you put it on the back burner, you leave it out there, you second guess, you overthink it, you put down,
Yep.
like, don't know if I'm qualified, don't know if I can do it. I need to have a landing page first. I need to get a
Mhm.
website. I need to set this up first. I need to get the
Yep.
certificate first. But sometimes we pray so much, Angie, and we ask God for things, right? And
Yeah.
God drops it in us and we
Yeah.
get it. And the minute we get it, we're supposed to run with it. We're
That's
supposed to
right.
take action. We're supposed to do something with it. But then we pause and we stop and
Exactly.
we go, wait
Yeah.
a minute. I don't know if I can do this. Wait a minute. I
Yep.
need to get a certificate. I need to do this first. I need to see if my kids are okay first. I need to ask my husband if I can do it. I need to ask my wife if I can do it. You know,
Mhm.
what if I win? What if I become successful? How do I maintain it? And so we put all these doubts, and God is saying, I just gave it to you. I gave
Mhm.
you the answer. I
Yep.
dropped it right in you. Take it and run with it. But instead,
Right.
we pause and we defer it. And so I want to share with you what that looks like. What does it look like when God drops an idea
Mhm.
in you and you run with it immediately without even thinking about all the stuff that may happen? So, yeah, turning it
Yeah.
back over to you, Angie.
Yeah. But I love all of it because we definitely talk ourselves out of things. We talk ourselves out of our purpose. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We talk ourselves out of our passion and our mission. So you right. We get an idea, man, and it's time to roll. We got to run with it. And so Speaking of ideas, speaking of ideas, man. Oh my goodness, talk about ideas. Okay, so you know what? The first idea I want to drop here and
Yes.
talk about a little bit here is this B2B connection that we have formed here.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. And B2B, you guys, is business to business, and that's just such a sign of growth, such a
Yeah.
sign of growth, right? And
Yeah.
it is with a collision with purpose. And so I want you to tell them a little bit about that, and just what that entails, man, and all the exciting details we got going on with that.
Yeah. So I think whenever you start any type of business, right, after a certain amount of time, you've got to change or switch it up or try to grow because you can't stay in the same spot all at the same time and don't try to pivot or figure out to add something else, right? Because
Mhm.
you don't want to be stagnant, especially when you're a service provider. See,
Yeah,
when you are a product business, it's different because all you have to do is keep creating products that people need. But when you're a service
mhm.
provider, it's a little difficult sometimes to gain momentum over momentum over momentum, right? So
Right.
you've got to sit and you've got to strategize as to what can I add or what can I do to change or what can I move or shift around.
Yeah,
And when I started Victorious You Press in 2019, I mean, we just shot up the ladder. We just, psh, it was
yeah,
no
yeah,
stopping us, right? But then you get to a place where you kind of plateau, right? And you're leveling out and you're like, wait a
right.
minute, the growth is, still. How do we
Yes.
keep growing, right? And there's two ways to grow. You have to get more revenue or you got to get more people, right? And so when we look at where we were, and you're a part of this because you're behind the scenes,
Right.
you look at how can I have partners come alongside me and work with me to grow the business. And I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about this first opportunity that just fell in my lap, and it
Yeah.
is a B2B partnership, and that just means business to business. I'm sorry about that, guys. And business to business just means that I am working not just with a person or a consumer, but I'm working with a business. So
Yes.
I get the opportunity to publish. Victorious You Press is going to be publishing books for a business who is going to be publishing several books. So
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily publishing with the author, I'm publishing with his company. So he has kind of gone into partnership with me, and for the next 2 to 3 years, every book that he publishes will be published with us as his
Yeah.
sole publisher. That is a big
Now
deal.
that is a big deal. That is excellent, man.
Yeah.
How did that connection come about though? How did this thing even get started?
So, Dr. Laxley Stevenson, who owns A Collision with Purpose, is writing a book called A Collision with Purpose. And once he hired my company to publish the book for him. But we
Mhm.
just kept talking and kept talking and kept talking. In the midst of him submitting his manuscript for editing, he started writing another book, which was a workbook. And
Right.
then during the course of him writing that book, we started talking about another book. And then that book led to another book. So I'm telling you, he has a lineup of
Yeah.
probably 12 books over the next 2 years.
Wow.
That's how, yes. And
Wow.
they're all in, I mean, they're all kind of like in the the vision frame, but
Yes.
the idea has
Yes.
already been placed, right? And
Yeah.
so with me publishing his first book and me publishing his workbook, and he said to me, I have all these books that are coming up and I want to make sure that we connect because I want you to be my exclusive publisher. And so from that point, we said, all right, so I'm not exclusively publishing for Dr. Laxley, but I'm
Right.
exclusively publishing with A Collision with Purpose
With
company.
purpose.
So now it's his business and my business working together to create these incredible books that are going to be
Yes.
coming over the next 2 to 3 years. So that was a win because I know who his
Absolutely.
publisher is. Like we don't have to like fight to get his business
Right.
anymore.
To get his business. Yeah.
Here is this partnership, here is this agreement, here is this thing that I know I can always lay my hat on and know that
Yes,
he's going to be working with us. So that's such a big win for me as a business owner, knowing that I'm doing
absolutely.
business with another business.
That isn't, I mean, that's amazing, with, in itself, of course, guys, I didn't just find out right now, but
Right.
when you told me, it was really, really, it's amazing to me because as you said, when you're climbing, in business and you want to continue to grow, you have to get past that plateau. And shoot, what better way than to partner with another business? So I
Yeah.
think that's amazing. And I
Yeah.
know, I know the Collision with Purpose project. It's an
Yeah.
excellent, excellent project. So I just can't imagine, the good stuff that's to come,
Oh,
the good
there's
books and good work.
there's so much to come. Thank you, Elder Oxenine. There's so much to come because the launch of this book, A Collision with Purpose, is leading towards something bigger than either of us, either Dr.
Yeah,
Laxley or myself or Victorious You Press. And A Collision with Purpose, the vision is so huge. The vision
right.
is just, and the thing that I love about him so much is that we are similar in our big picture thinking. Like,
Yeah,
I am a
yeah,
big picture thinker. I think big. I think like out of this world, right?
yeah,
But I
yeah.
need somebody to come beside me to execute it. I need that partner to either say, Joan, slow down, or Joan, I got it. I can run with it.
Right, right.
So, and that's how Dr. Laxley is. He is a big picture thinker. And so he has surrounded himself with some key individuals that's really supporting him, both of his daughters, and of course, Sandy, that just
Yes,
became like CFO or something, or president or something of his company, of
yeah,
his nonprofit company. But to be, with a big picture thinker, it was easy for me and him to like be on the same page. Like,
right,
he gave an
right.
idea and I had a title, I had another idea, I had the name. Me, Angie, like, somebody
Oh,
tells me
yeah.
their story, I can roll off a title off of the
Yep.
top of my head. Boom,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
the title. Boom, that's the subtitle.
Yeah.
So it was just this incredible alignment, between he and
And
I.
that's what it
So it was
is.
so
Yeah.
easy, yeah, to make that
Perfect.
happen.
Yeah, alignment, a divine alignment. I mean,
Yes.
everything comes together like that for a reason. I can't imagine. And I really can't wait to see the impact that this
Yes.
partnership is gonna have on the marketplace because it's going, it's gonna be
Oh my
powerful.
God.
Talk about
Yeah.
kicking down doors. Talk about kicking down doors, right? Talk about kicking
Right.
them down.
Telling you.
Listen. Wow. So, how do you even segue? How do you even
I don't
go
know.
into anything else? Like, do we have anything else going on? What else?
Girl,
Gee.
listen. I'm gonna go back to this thing about a power of an idea. Listen,
Yes.
when you get, and I don't know who is listening now and who's gonna watch the replay, but when you get these ideas that God dropped in your spirit, don't defer them, because that could be your out. That could be an opportunity that is going to take you to a totally different level. It's going to increase
Mhm.
trajectory. It's going to bring whatever it needs to bring. But these ideas that God gives, don't sleep on them. Don't
That's
just
right.
sit with them and don't do anything. Don't just say, I have an idea, and just let it be. And I think, Angie, you know me because you and I were close together.
Yes.
These sometimes I come up with ideas and you just look at me. I could see you in the screen looking at
Like,
me like, what's she
what's
talking
this lady
about?
talking about?
Like, what's she talking about?
What's she talking about? I'll
Right?
just wait till I get the email because it's coming.
But when I get these ideas, right? Hey, Amy, when I get these ideas, I can't sit on them because they're They're God
Yeah.
drops. They're
Yep.
God drops. And when God drops something in your spirit, He's
You
giving
better
it to
go
you to
get it.
work on it now.
That's
Here's the
right.
thing about our God. When He drops it on you, He knows that you got to run with it now, because you have been waiting for so long. And in your waiting, you have been preparing, right?
That's
So
right.
He knows that when you're ready, I'm just going to drop it, because I trust Joan. I trust Angie, that if I drop this thing on them, they're going to walk it out.
Yeah.
So, I just wait for the downloads and just go do it. And even if I fail, I'm fine with that.
That's all
Not
right.
everything
That's
we
all right.
not everything work out. Some of the things we got
Right. And it's okay. It's
some of
okay.
the things we got to cancel. But once we get those downloads, and we gonna run with it, and we gonna see
That's
how
it.
God, and we gonna see how he take. You know this. Every meeting we have, we pray. There's never
Yep.
been a meeting that we have, whether it's our Monday meetings, whether it
Yep.
is our monthly
Whatever it is,
meeting,
whatever it is.
we bring the presence of the Lord right in that
That's
meeting
right.
and ask him to direct what we do. So everything we do to his grace, we do to his power, we do to his glory, and we always rely on him and not our own understanding. So
Yes,
when he
ma'am.
drops something on me, I know he didn't give it to me to wait. I know he didn't
That's
drop
right.
it on me and say, go put it on the back burner. When he
That's right.
drops something in my spirit, he means, Joan, go do it.
Go
And
do
he
it right
trusts
now.
me. He
Right
trusts
now.
me enough to get it done, so I do it. Yeah.
And that's it. That's it though. And that's what I love. That's what I love. One of the things that, one of the many things that I love about you is you get up and you go ahead and get it done.
Yeah.
And we work together so well to bring all of this stuff
Yep.
together. So when you say idea, like, let's go, we got something else. What else? What else? And I'll text you in a minute. Wait, I just thought about this. Let's do this.
Yep.
And so you gotta move. You definitely gotta move. And
Yeah.
speaking of moving, and ideas and all of that other stuff, I mean, there's something else. What else we got going on?
So, oh boy, let me tell you. So every year I have a retreat, right? Well, it used to be a conference, and then it was an unconference, and we just decided
Mhm.
that we're going to do these writing retreats. And one of the things about faith and about hope and about all of this stuff, right, is trusting that everything that God placed inside of you, you are supposed to use.
Mhm.
But what I love about being a seed is that a seed has to be nurtured, a seed has to be watered, right? And as
Right.
human beings, when we get these seeds drop inside of us, sometimes we have to nurture it, right? And
That's
in
right.
nurturing it, we have to water it, we have to feed it. So when you're feeding a seed, you're investing in it, right? Like you're watering,
Mhm.
you're investing. Look how much investment you have done in your marketing stuff, right? With Meta and all of these certification you have now because you invested in yourself, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so every year I have this retreat. And last year, there were, a certain
Yeah.
number of people that decided that they wanted to go into the boot camp.
Right.
So after the retreat, we pitched the boot camp. There were 7 ladies that joined our boot camp. Of course, all 7 of those ladies are now certified author coach. But
Yes. Yes.
God is amazing, right? So
Yes,
2 of
ma'am.
those ladies decided to partner together and to open their own publishing company, right?
Yeah.
And this
Yes.
is what I love about how God works, right? And about my thoughts. I never think in a lack mentality, right? I could
Right.
have said to myself, they just come out of my, 18 weeks boot camp and now they're going to open their own publishing company,
Mhm.
as if to say that it's their competition. But no, listen to what happened. So when we were done with the marketing and done with the boot camp, they
Right.
both came to me. They booked an appointment with me and they both came to me and said, all right, we're starting our publishing company, but we don't know where to go. We don't know where to start. We don't know the whole back of
Mhm.
the
The back
theme,
part, yeah.
and you know it. So how do we get you to help us? But Angie, that before the boot camp was even over, I was telling you
Yes.
that I have an idea.
Yep.
I have
You
an
sure
idea.
did.
But
You
I
sure
didn't
did.
want to tell them my idea. But when they sought me out and came to me and said, we want you to kind of be our mentor, I said, I have something better for you. I have a proposition for you. And this is the
Mhm.
proposition. We want to sell you a license with Victorious U Press, which means we give you all of our systems and our processes and all of our know-how to use,
Mhm.
just like how we use it. And you
Yes.
pay for a license, a 2-year license. So you pay for the licensing fee year 1, you pay for the licensing fee year 2, and we get a percentage of every transaction you do in your publishing company, and you will be under our umbrella. So they're an independent publishing company, but they're
Yes.
under Victorious U Press for the next 2 years, which means
Yes.
no matter what they do, we get a percentage of
That's
that.
right.
So we did a licensing agreement with them. So now Out of the Box Press is now an affiliate with Victorious
Love it.
Press. And the
Love it.
most incredible thing about that is that they will be doing fiction books
Mm-hmm.
because
And
we're
that's just,
a
yeah.
nonfiction book. So they'll be doing fiction book and ghostwriting. So
Yes.
finally, we have a ghostwriter in our organization and we have a fiction book publisher. So if somebody comes to me wanting to write a fiction book or want to get ghostwriting done, we're sending
Yes.
them straight to Out of the Box Press. But because they're licensed, almost like a franchise with
Yeah.
us,
Yep.
we get a percentage of that as well. So that's called passive income
That
because
sure
do
is.
nothing, right, Angie? But
That's right.
everything they do, we get a percentage of that. So that was the other thing.
And yeah, and you took the word franchise. You know what I mean? That's and just, oh my goodness. And this all is a result of, once again, the boot camp. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? This is a result of people taking action, investing in themselves. Those ladies invested in themselves. And they took action. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They took action. They didn't second guess. They took action, and now they have their own publishing company, getting ready to publish their first book. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Which
And
you are
so,
editing, which you
yes,
are.
an amazing book at that is an amazing book, and I can say that because I am editing the book.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to see where they go with this thing, where
Yeah.
this whole thing goes.
And I was gonna say another great thing about what God does, because it's not Joan, it's not of my own doing, right? It's the understanding and the download that God has given me. And what I love about how the Holy Spirit works is you may think you have one talent, right? Or one gift.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
the minute you start working in that gift, you find that God opens up the windows of heaven and he multiplies your gift, because that's it. We serve a God of multiplicity.
Come
So
on
the
now.
minute you start work in that one gift, he
That's
starts multiplying. And next thing you know, you have all these things coming
that's
up,
right.
right? And so that's the thing with that. So I am proud to announce that over the last 3 years, Angie,
Yes.
since 20, that we have
Yeah.
been doing these boot camps and these what was the other thing? The before it became a boot camp, the one that you were part of,
Intensive. It was an intensive.
the
Yeah,
academy
the academy, intensive academy. Yeah.
over the last 3 years since we have done, well, it started with Image in the Mirror 1. Since
Mm-hmm.
Image in the Mirror 1 and now, we have helped over 42 authors become business owners.
Yep. Yep. In
Do you
3 years.
hear me?
That is
42
amazing.
authors who became business owners
Business.
from their book.
That's right.
Talk
That's
about
right.
the power of multiplication, because when they came to Victorious You Press, all they thought they were going to do is write one book.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Look at you. Look at you. You
Yes,
started with one chapter in an
one
anthology.
chapter.
Then
One
you did
chapter.
another chapter in an anthology. Then you started writing your own books. Then you
Don't
started.
forget I did the boot camp now. Don't forget
Then
the
you
boot
did
camp.
the first year you did the boot camp. The second year you were the lead accountability person in the boot camp. Now you're writing other books. Now you got certification all over the world, and you're coming out with your own anthology. What?
Come on now.
What?
Listen.
This
And,
is what we do.
that's it. And 26 of those people came specifically from the boot camp. 26 of those entrepreneurs.
Yeah, it came from, and then the other, like almost 18 was from the Image in the Mirror 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's amazing how, again, it goes back to that one idea. Having that idea, just like, okay, let's see if we can run with this and see what this does. And at the end of the day, right, we were placed on earth to impact lives and to build disciples, right, Angie? And so everybody building a disciple don't have to be a pastor. You don't have to be a pastor to build a disciple. I am a publisher. But 80% of the people I touch believe God and see God work through me. And so they in turn accept the workings of God because of what they see in me and run with it. So you building disciple don't mean you have to go preach. It don't mean you got to be an evangelist. It don't mean you have to be, an apostle or a minister. It's just using the gift that God given you and touching people, allowing people to see the God in you,
Mhm.
operating in integrity, having
Mhm.
grace, having, peace, having love,
That's right.
people with kindness, and they will accept God just based on that.
And your gift is your ministry. Your
Yes.
gift is your ministry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what you're supposed to be doing with it, using it and sharing it and impacting other lives with it, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yes. Oh my goodness. And speaking of the boot camp, speaking of the ladies of the boot camp, because it's been ladies, right? We
Ladies.
just did a book
Last year
launch.
we had one guy.
Oh yes, we did. I'm sorry, I forgot Sam. I forgot Sam. I forgot.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
we
don't
did.
forget. We
Yes,
have
ma'am.
yes.
Well, this year it was seven ladies, right?
Yes.
And we just did a book launch for these seven ladies for this amazing project on just this past Wednesday. We just launched their book on their book collaboration project in anthology, same, I guess the same
Yeah.
thing. Journey to Joan, my walk of faith through writing. I can't believe I never remember the subtitle. I remember that one. My walk of faith through writing. These seven women got together and wrote about their experience first, how they connected with you and the experience with their writing journey, and how they got to you coming into the boot camp, and just the impact that you had on their lives. What an amazing tribute. You know what I mean? What an amazing project it was. And I was so excited to be able to share that. So talk
Listen,
about,
can I just say,
no, you don't cry now. Don't be silly,
no, no,
Peter.
I'm not. But can I just say, and I shared this with them, I'm like, it is the highest form of recognition that I've ever received in my 59 years of life, ever.
Wow.
Because every year in our boot camp or our academy, everybody has to do a project, right? And I never
Mhm.
give what the project is. I only say to the group, you have to come together as a business. Somebody got to be the CEO, somebody got to be the CFO, somebody got to be the social, run this project like a business, and then
Mhm.
create an event from this business. That's all.
Mhm.
That's all because that was the
Mhm.
direction I gave
Yep.
to you, right? The first year of the academy, you guys did a 4-hour social media
Did a
event,
whole event.
which was amazing, right? The second year, they did another online event. And so this year, I gave that same direction to this group. Little did I know that their project was going to be an anthology. That's
Mhm.
how brilliant they were. Because not only did they do an anthology, all seven of them wrote this book. Now the book is a #1 bestseller in like 6 categories,
Yes.
like
Yes.
blew off the charts. The latest category I saw was small business ownership.
Wow.
Yes, he even made the #1 in small business ownership.
I'm surprised though.
Because
You
they decided
know.
to come together and write their anthology and call it Journey to Joan. First of all, I thought it was a joke when I saw that cover. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that they're gonna publish no book called Journey to Joan. Absolutely not. But they were serious.
I remember, but they were serious. I'm like, they serious. They not playing. They serious.
They're serious. And every one of them is now getting ready to publish their own book. So
Yeah.
this is what I love. See, there's a lot of people out there, Angie, you know this because you have done it in the past, right? That want to publish and they go self-publish.
Hmm.
But when you it's easy to self-publish because Amazon tell you to do it, right? Because they don't
Right.
care. They're gonna take 60% of your money
Either
anyways,
way
right?
you
No
go.
matter what you
Right.
get, they're gonna take 60% of it. So it's no big deal. They don't care that you make mistakes, that the book has errors in there and whatever. It's
Hmm.
not up to
Hmm.
industry standard or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But I always say if you're gonna publish, go under someone who is a publisher that
Right.
understands it, learn it well, learn it,
Right.
and then go
Right.
do your thing. But when you're trying to bootstrap the publishing and then you're asking questions or you're borrowing from here or you're listening to this,
Hmm.
you're listening to that, and then you're putting it together, you are not doing justice to yourself
Right.
and
And
to the
piecing it
impact you
together.
can
Right.
have and to the results that you can have. Now you get with a good publisher and you learn it, then the next book, do it.
That's
Because now
right.
you have experience, right? And so that's what the boot camp is all about, is about giving you the tips, the tools, the strategy, the ins, the outs, the don'ts, the do's. It's everything from book to publishing to BISAC codes
Right.
to quality control, to the back, to the front, to how to look at your results. Because there's people that still don't know how to
Don't
truly
know
see
how to do it.
results,
Right.
right? So
Right.
all of that is a part of what we do in the boot camp.
And it's the boot camp. I mean, not to pat ourselves on the back, but I am.
Right.
I am. I'm just saying. It's an amazing boot camp. The class is the information man that you get coming up out of there. The handouts, the resources. I'm the PDF download
Yep.
queen, and so y'all will have a whole doggone thick book
You have a
with me.
whole catalog. When you're done, you have a whole catalog. A whole catalog.
But it's the resources and stuff, and it's the information that you can use to grow. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And if you don't decide to become a publisher, you still know how the proper way to publish a book. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So if you decide to keep going, so I just, oh my goodness, that was an amazing. I just can't believe they came up with that, right? I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
It was,
And like you said, they're still publishing their own books. They're author coaches. You know what I
yep.
mean? And so yeah, they out there doing their thing. They out
And
there
one of
doing.
them just became Mrs. Crowned, Mrs. America
Oh
something.
yes, yes, we got a whole beauty queen up in there.
We got a whole beauty queen coming out of the boot camp. A whole beauty
Yes,
queen.
yes, ma'am. And
Yeah.
so it's an amazing experience, and it's not just from the boot camp; it's from people again deciding to invest in themselves and
Yeah.
get to the conference, to the whatever you want to call it. It was a conference, it was an unconference,
Yeah. It
it
was a
was a
retreat.
retreat. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But
Yeah.
it's all along the same premise. It's all about investing
Absolutely.
in yourself.
And this is the 6th year that I'm doing some type of a conference. So this is our
Yes.
6th year. So, over the years, it has changed. Over the years, it has grown. But I love the word retreat. And so
Mhm.
I think I dropped it somewhere in the chat. Our retreat is coming up November 2nd to the 4th this year. And it's a hybrid. So VIPs will be in person and
Mhm.
online people will be. But we're if you're here listening and you're coming across this video and you're seeing it, it's because you're supposed to be there. That's what I
That's
believe.
right.
I
That's
believe
right.
I believe that if I'm in a room and I'm with people that have the anointing and are bringing the anointing, that if I am seeing it, it's because I was meant to see it. It's because it's an answer to a prayer I may have prayed a while ago. So,
That's right.
like, if you're watching this video and you see the link, click on the link and join us for the retreat, November 2nd through the 4th. It's gonna be it's life changing. I'm telling
It
you,
sure is. I'm here to tell y'all.
life changing.
I'm here to tell you that it is definitely a life changing experience. And it's a life changing experience for us too, as the facilitators, as
Yeah,
participants, because we're participating.
yeah,
Just being able to impact lives and being able to connect with so many different women.
yeah,
Because that's what it's been. We've connected with so many people who want to come and learn, but not just that, we learn from them as well.
yeah.
Because they all bring something. And so that's how these partnerships come about.
That's it.
You know what I mean? That's how these partnerships come about. Networking, investing in yourself, connecting with others, man, and that's where it comes from. You
And
know.
sometimes Angie, we have the right intentions because we want to do all of that. We want to
Mhm.
invest, we want to connect, we want to do it and
Right.
make the effort, but we never follow through.
Yeah.
We stop right before the door opens. We just stop and we turn around, right? And so often that is what defer or deter us because we're almost there. We have the right intentions. We bought the ticket. We do all of the stuff, and
Hmm.
2 days or a day before we're supposed to follow through, we just stop
Hmm.
and we
Yeah.
turn back, and then that's it.
We
We
get
never follow
scared.
through. We
We
never
get
get scared. We get
yeah.
fear, doubt, uncertainty. Sometimes it looks like it's something within the family dynamic, within the
Yeah.
spouse, just all kind of
Yeah.
things, distraction and the detour and derailing. But every day we pray and say, God, deliver me. And God is saying, I have given
I've
you
already done
so
it.
I've given you everything you've asked me for, but
Yeah.
you have to take an action because you didn't have the faith strong enough to take. And maybe it's not even faith because you know what? We will say we have faith, but it's the follow through. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
just a lack of follow through. And success is hard work. And
It
something
sure
you don't
is.
have hard work. Everything
It
is
sure
hard
is.
work. There are days when I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, who can I sell
Mhm.
this company to? Can I sell it to you? Can I give it to Rachel? Can I give it away? Can I just give it away
Mhm.
and go live in Belize? Like, can I just go live in Belize on the sand
Right.
beach, the sand roads where no cars are? That's where I want to go live,
Exactly.
Belize.
Exactly.
You know? But
Because, you know, like you said, if you don't take that action, man,
yeah,
you get stuck. And people, we tend to be like, oh my God, I don't know what they gonna think about us, what they gonna say about us. Like you say, am I good enough? You know, am I smart enough? Why would they listen to me? And
yeah,
I can say all of these things because a lot of those things, ran through my mind.
I
A
know.
lot. A lot. You know what I mean? Why would they listen to me? I don't. But man, at some
Somebody's
point
gonna live in
you
Belize.
have
You
to
will-
say, who
Yes,
said
I'm going there. I am going. That's
Belize? I know that's right.
I'm going to buy me a place in Key Calker, Belize, and that's where I'm going to live. I'm telling you.
You going to Belize. I don't know who said it, but I'm gonna put it up there.
Maybe,
I
I don't know if it's Sandy on it. It might be in the group
can't
or
see.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's somewhere in there. It's not showing me, but again, like I said, we got to stop talking ourselves out of our purpose.
Opportunity.
We talking ourselves out of our abundance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people swear that abundance is just about money, and it's just not. Who crashing at your place? Somebody said they crashing at your place.
Who is that? Is it
But I
Sandy?
guess we are crashing because
It's
listen,
Sandy. There's Sandy. Yeah.
is that who it is? Is Sandy in there?
She might be in the group.
But yeah, yeah, and just having the strength, I guess, and the courage to do it.
Yeah. It
To
takes
do it.
it takes bold faith. Like
They
there's faith.
sure do.
Listen, there's three kind of faith. There's faith, and there's bold faith, and there is mountain moving faith.
Mm,
It's three
mm,
different kinds, Angie.
yeah,
So I can have the faith that's I'm not testing that water because it looks deep, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of like some kind of faith. Then you have
yeah.
the bold faith that says, I'm gonna go take a boat to go across the water because it's deep. And then there's that
Mhm.
mountain moving faith that says, I'm jumping in the water to
I'm
get
jumping right
across.
on in this water. And hope I don't, and not even hope. No, I'm not going to drown
No, I'm
because
not
I
going
have that
down.
faith. Yes,
Right.
not even hope is knowing that you're not going to drown.
Yes. Yes.
And connecting with the right people.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Man, collision with purpose, out
Yes.
of the box press,
Yeah.
journey to Joan.
Yeah.
We just got so much going on, so many amazing things. It's just been an amazing ride, just to even for me, just to even be able to be a part of this, and to bring people along with me because
Yeah.
we almost left that part off.
Yeah.
So to bring people along with me, is exciting to do
It's
that. So I'm not
exciting.
even gonna say people. I'm just gonna let you say the
Let's
people that we have brought along, and we still got.
so we have our new intern that started last Saturday.
Mm.
And his name is Javante Davis, and he's Angie's son, and he is our new intern. I'm so excited.
Yes,
So
yes,
to
yes.
have this young Black king working with us, and he comes with a wealth. See, that's why I love young people, man. They
Mhm.
think on a totally different level, on a different scale. And what I loved about him, he was able to come in and see something from a different level and from a different
Yes,
angle and could say to
yeah.
me, wow, you know what? You need to change that. You need to change that. That's why that's not happening. That's why that's not happening. I'm like, really? Oh, all right. Tell me. What do I want to do? All right. Let me write that.
Yeah,
Why don't you just do it for us? Right. So that's what he's going to do. And so it's just so nice to have, I'm surrounded by a young woman who has been with me since the inception, Rachel.
yeah,
Now I have
yeah.
Vontae. I have Lynn, I have you, I have the editors, I have an amazing Nadia, JD. I have an amazing group, and I'm telling you, I feel so blessed, right? To
Yeah.
know that somehow I have this business where you guys can make, a supplemental income
Yeah.
to your income, because, business is coming in the way it does. And I pray every day that God will just continue to allow me to use his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and discernment, and integrity, and his characteristics to continue to build Victorious You Press. And when you
Right.
see these ideas and they're unique and they're different, I just run with it, and just to see, see what God can do.
That's it.
And God can do anything. God can do everything. God is looking for people he can trust.
That's right.
Like, he's just looking for people he can trust with his vision. He can trust with the ideas. He can trust that the seed he placed inside of us will be used. And yes,
Mhm.
God loves you whether or not you do anything, right?
Mhm.
But when he gives you that seed and you never plant it, all you're doing is taking, but you're never given.
Never giving. Right.
Right? Because when you
Right.
sit, you're taking, you're absorbing, but you're never giving anything back. And yes, you might
Yeah.
say you tithe, you might say you give your time. That's one thing, but what are you doing with the seed that's
That
inside
you
of
were
you?
given. That's right.
That's
Your
where the
gift.
multiplication comes in.
Hmm.
Where, you know what I mean? And some people look and go, oh, she's doing so much. She's all everywhere. I turn around, she's on social media. It's bigger than that, man.
Yeah.
It's not about social media. It ain't
Yeah.
it ain't
You
about
you know, if you wasn't all over it, then you couldn't see me all over it. So what you doing?
there you go. I love that.
I'm
That,
just
that is
saying. I mean, what you
perfect.
doing? Because if you see me, then that must mean you all over it too, right?
Yeah. So if you're all over it, start putting something out there
That's
so
right.
that people can, so you can bless others.
That's
So,
right.
you know,
That's right. I'm so excited, and so proud. You know what I mean? So very proud to
yeah.
be able to say that my boy is here with us and
Yay! Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I love it.
and
I love
doing this thing. So we got a
We got a
lot.
lot. We got a lot. There's a lot, but we also, hey, can we give away a ticket?
I think we can.
Yeah. Oh my God. It just
It
it just came to me, and I'm
just
gonna
popped
do
in
it.
your head. Let's do
See,
it.
this is what I tell you about. God just dropped that in me right now, and I'm speaking it. I'm speaking it, right? So, I wanted to mention this one other thing. I had a birthday a couple of weeks ago, and
Mhm.
I was so overwhelmed by how many people said happy birthday to me that I went online the same day and I said, hey, thank you for all of those who send me happy birthday. And by the way, I'm giving away a gift. And I said, I'm giving away 50% off my publishing services for anybody who wants to publish a journal. 50% off. And your journal will be ready before Thanksgiving so you can have a book to sell for
Mhm.
Thanksgiving and Christmas, right?
Mhm.
And I had nothing. I didn't have a link. I didn't have a nothing. I just said it,
Nothing.
right?
Yeah.
And then when I was done, I'm like, you just made that announcement, but there's nothing. So I just went behind the scenes, create a jot form, create a Moon Clerk link. And then I
Mhm.
went back, edit the video, put it at the top. So 8 people signed up before 4 said yes, right? So in that one spur of the moment, we're going to have 4 authors with new books to
Yes.
sell for Thanksgiving
For
and Christmas
Thanksgiving and
and New
Christmas.
Year. That is what I'm talking about when I talk about the power of an idea. And then those people who said
And do it.
yes and just jump and did it. I think Lori is on because she's one of them, and her
Yeah.
sister is one of them too, right?
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so people just jumped at it, and guess what? They're gonna have a new book at the end of the year. That's what I'm talking about. And sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from, right?
That's
But
right.
you understand the power of God, and if he puts it in you, he's gonna be able to give you the ideas to how to get it. So we too often we allow money to cripple us
Yeah.
from doing stuff. My
Yeah.
God, it's just
We do. We
it's just
do.
a
And we
tool.
convince ourselves that we can't. You know what I mean? But we have not because we ask not.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
So who we giving this ticket away to? What are we doing with this?
Oh, who we giving it? So in the chat, who wants to get a ticket for the conference? But if you get that ticket, you have to show up. right? Are we giving away a VIP ticket, Angie, or a regular ticket? You tell me. You the boss.
I think we want somebody to get up in the room with us.
You want somebody to get up in the room with us?
Okay. We need somebody up in the room with us.
Who wants a VIP ticket? Who wants a VIP ticket for the conference? It's $347. It means you have to be here in Charlotte in the room with us, because VIP is live and in person. But you might be listening to me today and you're hearing this offer, and you might say, you know what, I would love to be a VIP. I just want to, I want a change of scene. I want to do something different. And we're offering this to you for free. Free. Who wants that ticket? But you can't call me later on and said, I changed my mind. I'm looking for action takers, people who says, here's an opportunity. God just opened up this window for me, and I want to be at the conference. Who wants it?
Y'all better come get it. Y'all better come get this sauce now. Come get this sauce.
I wish I had that ticket. Who said that? Who said I wish? I'm giving it away. Who wants it? You see, that is in the writing world, we call that a passive sentence. Mm-hmm. I wish. You got to say, I need that ticket. That ticket is mine.
Right.
So somebody says, it's Sandy.
Oh, that's Sandy.
She already have a ticket. She got to be there.
Girl, everybody think about you. Look, everybody think about you, Sandy.
you gonna be there. You presenting that day.
She said, I want to be in that room. Who want this? That's why she said she wished she could get to Come on, y'all. Who in the comments? Now all I see is Sandy. Who want to get this ticket?
The only person I see is Sandy.
That's in the group. You got to go outside the group.
Yeah.
Let me see what I see.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, sorry. Really? All right, it's Sandy. All right, so I guess that's a free ticket that is going to stay free. Maybe we give it away another time.
Mm-hmm. It's out there, y'all. It's out there.
You want a free ticket?
So I want somebody to jump on and get this ticket out. Yeah. Who said that? I think Sandy said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
all right, so we might be able to
have to get back on later.
Right. Yeah. Maybe I'll give it
if you watch the replay, how about when you watch this replay, inbox to say why you should be the person to get this ticket.
I love it. So do me a favor, Angie, when this video is over, post that at the top.
I sure will.
Of the video. And then they would have to watch the video to see that part.
You got to watch the video to the end. What's happening, so.
And then we'll
put it in there. Y'all got to watch it to the end. Come get the sauce. Oh boy, we always had a good time though when we get up on
here. We had a good time.
We did. And so I think that's all we got. What else you got?
That's all we got. That's it.
That's all we got. Y'all better get on this thing and come get this ticket now.
Come get this ticket so that you can be there and just, and here's the thing. You may not want to write a book, but there's so many other things that you can do. You can support somebody else. You can be an editor. You can be a blogger. You can, you can write resumes. You can write copywriter. There's so many things that you can do if writing the book is not what you want to do. So we want you to just tap into who you are and what God has given you, and just build something for yourself.
And your legacy. And join this group of alumni.
Yes.
Join this group, this alumni of entrepreneurs that have made that leap. So
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. It's been great. Thank you for getting on.
This was awesome. Thank you.
And I know I love to say until next time. I'll be acting like I'm Maury Povich. So until next time, America.
Peace, America. All right. Bye, guys.